What's up? Welcome back to another episode of Reform the Formula Right, aka the Formula Amplify, aka Let's Spread More Peace and Love to the Community. And I'm here in Pittsburgh, PA. I know y'all Ravens, Steelers, John Harbaugh, field goal, all that craziness. But hey, you know what? In my opinion, they was wrong for letting go of John Harbaugh. I'm sure he about to make a $20 million contract somewhere. And I think he just signed with Miami. But anyway, that's not what we're here about. I'm here in Pittsburgh, checking out the Bynum Theater, checking out Nate Jackson, Big Dog Comedy Tour. Peace. I'm all about spreading the peace and love to the community, and laughing is healing. So we're going to check out this Nate Jackson, one of the great legendary crowd work comedians and, one of the great entertainers. And let's see how it goes. So remember, spread that peace and love to the community, and let's check it out. Now, let's first talk about the theater. Byham Theater is on the corner of a pretty busy street, but as you can see, it's on a nice waterfront, and you can see the Allegheny River, and the bridges are beautiful, and it's a nice scenery. Now, inside the theater, you can tell by looking around that it was built probably in the early 20th century, probably when segregation was at a high, and possibly when people of different ethnic backgrounds are unable to perform. The crowd was primarily of the lighter hue community, which is no problem, but it was interesting to see comedians get on stage and work the crowd. Speaking of the crowd, to me, in my opinion, it was some of the people in the crowd were a little disrespectful to a few of the comedians. Like, they even were saying disrespectful things to one of the comedians that was on stage. And even when Nate Jackson was doing his set, they were saying disrespectful things. And it was kind of weird to me that the security didn't, say anything or escort nobody out. Nate Jackson was very professional. He didn't ask security to remove anybody from the theater, so that was, cool and professional. The two comedians that went on were great. One of them was from Pittsburgh, and he did a great job. Both of them did a great job, in my opinion. Nate Jackson did an amazing job, performing his material, and actually, telling stories about, some of the comedians that he met. I'm not going to, spoil anything, but, he also, did his crowd work with a lot of people looking for did his crowd work, but it was, spectacular. I would like to say that, in my opinion, overall, I would give the Nate Jackson Big Dog Tour a 4 out of 5 guaranteed laughs. It's worth the show. It's worth the opportunity to go check him out when he comes to a city, state, or a country near you. Definitely worth the money. And, to be fair, the tickets weren't that expensive. So, it was about, 50 for $40 I paid, and I had pretty good seat. So, definitely worth checking out. Great material. Laughing is healing, and very educational hearing his stories and inspiration on, some of the background on how he got started and doing his comedy, and, also, working with the crowd. Part of his show is, he'd do crowd work. And he makes an announcement before the show, like, if you don't want, no smoke, look away when he looks at you. But, other than that, it was a great show. Highly recommended. And, continue to spread that peace and love to the community. Happiness healing. And remember, leave a comment if y'all want me to check out another show, or you got ideas about a show, or like, you ever been to a show and you felt like the crowd was disrespectful, yelling out stuff at the comedians. Yeah, let me know. Remember, like, comment, and subscribe, and continue to spread that peace and love to the community. And love y'all. Peace out.